And hello, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. For now, probably gonna...
Scratch that.
Yeah, get back on the main story stuff. One thing I will note... Oh, that's a quest related, apparently. Sure, let's do that. Apparently, and I just straight up missed this, Interlinks have levels? So I did look it up. I think it has something to do with fusion arts and stuff. Okay, I don't know... I don't see any sort of gauge, but I did get that to 1 before going. I honestly did not realize that there's levels to them. Because I'm so used to things having gauges that build up that I didn't notice anything over there. That was, looked like a level and stuff like that. So, oh well, I guess, but good to know now. I'll pay more attention to that from here on. Okay,
Yippee!
here we go.
Rock climbing. This should make for a great workout.
Sure. Let's stay on the lookout for more walls to climb, yeah?
I like this one right here. But yeah, finally moving on to... Man, it feels like we've gotten so little done, but I also feel like I've spent more time on this chapter than Chapter 1 and 2 combined. And... Main story progressing time. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Surprisingly accurate. I sort of started that at a random time. Is this count as a new area? They're showing it off like it's one. Table and... Okay. A luscious plateau, in a sense, yeah?
That's funny. I'd never noticed that before.
Oh, do they not have armus where you're from?
Yeah, I meant getting old. Is that what that is?
It's called getting old, this.
That smaller armu over there. It starts little, but grows over time. Becomes like the bigger one. All the creatures do it. But we never change that much.
Ah.
You do get a lot bigger in the time you're alive.
Such a basic fact. So why haven't we realized it before?
Because you're so hyper-focused on the war, probably. Ooh.
Realization leads to hope, which in due time turns to despair. The significance of the stasis is driven ever deeper within.
A moment in time, a sublime experience. That brilliance, it shines ascendant over all else.
That's why it takes so much frickin' work. Working stinks.
They all learn sooner or later. They learn how priceless it was, how grossly irreplaceable. The eclipse grows near.
Only one eye on one of them. The one with Noah's voice. Interesting.
They get along nice. Must be good friends.
It's funny. Just looking at these guys. It puts your mind at ease.
Especially since they're not...
Is it an effect of becoming Ouroboros?
Good question. Still, I think I could get used to this.
Yeah. Me too.
If you ask me, it seems more like an effect of simply having your perspective shifted from being hyper-focused on the war and all that sort of stuff. Oh man, these look so peaceful.
We might be able to retrieve them.
So peaceful, so nice. So there's the guy who looked and sounded like Noah, which, you know, totally doesn't throw any obvious flags, right? Eclipse grows near. Immortal-looking people. Potentially immortal people talking about how when you don't have to worry. I guess because it's interesting. It's interesting, potentially, because, like, how they're talking about. Are they talking about death specifically? Just being, like, freed from the constraints of, like, worrying about mortality, but at the same time they're fighting in a war, so... Oh, hello... Quest? Oh, is this maybe one of her thingamabobs?
Yeah, we might want to rethink taking on that one.
I don't mind dying to it.
I'll do
Just-
the reinforcements.
I just wanted to get the quest. Yeah. Well, that didn't really start a quest properly. Oh well. Maybe that is actually legitimately just, you actually have to fight them. If that's part of What's-Her-Face's group, one of those other stuff they were talking about in that time, in that frame of mind. Quest-related event. Huh. Sorry, now I'm super curious. Because I saw it on my freaking, thingamabob, and it was like, what's this?
No rain lasts
Oh,
forever.
just another one of these. Okay, never mind. Curiosity killed the uni. It is interesting that that last scene, like, kicked me out of my, like, clothing options, too. We could also address the fact that they seem to be able to have live cameras from a bunch of stuff here. I don't know if they're, like, fake animals or something like that, but...
Did you find something?
Or something they're
No,
more supernatural.
just brings me back a bit. It reminded me of someone.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, from the scene at the beginning of the chapter?
What is this?
A Sophronia.
I know that, but I've never seen one in such full bloom before.
It's special.
Huh? So, why give this to me?
It's a treasure of mine. I'd like to go back someday, to where this was taken. It's a dream I have. Not that I have all that much time to spare. But soon.
She was the one who taught me strategy, who taught me how to fight using the Mondo. Sorry,
Not to worry.
but why? Why did she show me that picture?
I suppose she wanted to share it with you. The memory.
Is that why she...
You know, it's not unheard of.
Huh?
Did he realize something about both of them? And himself a little bit, maybe. Ah, well. I do wonder how embedded into the system of flame cloaks and whatnot the 10-year limit is. Sort of gone back and forth over,
These soldiers. Tyon. These are your targets, sir?
Yeah. You'll handle it, right?
And it's because they're consorting with enemy soldiers. If that's so, shouldn't we question them first?
You're a hell of a stickler, aren't you? I could just go and do it the K way.
That does seem the easiest way.
Forget it.
It does have to be activated, at least.
There's just no zest. This time, I'm gonna take a different angle.
Consul?
Let's do this, Izzard.
Oh, is he going to show his form to him?
Go on, spill it for me. Give me all your feelings deep inside.
Aw. Is that from, like, the little gem thing they have there? I have wondered about that. It does seem very crystal-esque.
Let's make our mark.
Like there's a bunch of energy in it at the minimum.
You know what Manana just told me? She said that in the night, the trees wake up and start to wander.
Hmm?
No, not listening. Can't hear a thing.
There's trees everywhere. You would have noticed this by now. Come on, Uni.
Is this like a rare thing?
Well, we've been found.
Well, this feels like it's trying to lead me somewhere. So, let's go.
This will be rough.
Let's see how well this works in the, like, fighting in the water. Okay, let's think this through. So it's probably best to start with something that barely gets over 100, and then you start building up one ally to be constantly reactivated as the strongest one that you've got, right? I think that's probably the best way to try to do this. Where are my attackers at the moment? I don't want my attackers. I only have the... this is my typical combo when I have a hero with me, 3 healers. It's very safe. Attack up sounds good. So let's see. Is multiplies damage ratio increased by upon completing an order that a hero participates in? Okay. So probably best to... Maybe that wasn't as good as I was hoping. The fusion arts add a bit to it, yeah. She's gonna end up getting... It's so funny seeing this in the fucking water. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I thought that might be it.
Leave it to Uni. I just thought of a great idea. Hit them where they least expect. You right it this time.
I'll pick one. More where that came from.
Bravo, actually.
Nice try.
Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, that actually might be enough. That actually might be enough. Especially with the roll match. Especially with the roll match. There we go. Just, it looks like he's like flailing and drowning. That was... Yeah, that actually turned out very well. Despite only having 2 attackers. I think that ended up going very well. I think that's the highest... It's close to the highest damage I've done. It's close to the highest damage I've done, I think.
Here we are.
Does this one have no protector? I saw it. This one doesn't have any protector. Cool.
Uni, take that
It does feel like it's here to lead me to this cave, though. Interesting. That seems pretty good.
This is new. You think you're all that?
No, for a level 22, that was weirdly harder than the level 24 I fought before.
couldn't handle.
Whatever happened to not being kin?
I am straight up more interested in just, I'm getting a little explory, but, I should, probably actually advance the story. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since we've had one of these to actually start up, and yes! Yes, that is active. It's like they introduced that and I haven't had anything to do. There's like been one I found, but it's like way above my level. And now this is way below my level. Okay, well, time to start. So I might have got a little cocky. I might have possibly, maybe, aggroed everything on purpose. Like, literally everything. And I almost won, sort of. Sort of.
Couldn't handle.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
Okay. That works better when I don't try to take on 10 enemies at once. Okay, so how much do these actually take up? I've collected so many of these without having any use for them. How much does it actually take?
On it.
It was 3 for the first one. This time is going to be 10. I have more than plenty. Especially since I have a 99 limit, which means gotta start using them. Only halfway, but if at the rate it's going. Cool, cool, cool. Fantastic. Okay.
Hey, can we
Probably
take
makes it a good place to do everything, basically. Okay, I have so much money, this is like literal change. I have felt no need to buy anything because I just pick up good accessories. And it doesn't seem like the stuff you actually buy is notably better than the stuff you just... Interesting. Than the stuff you just pick up. So it's... Like, the tokens are what you need to get the good stuff to buy, right? So it's like, what's the point of money? I mean, I get the point of money for stuff like this, but it feels like the economy's in shambles at the moment. I have so little uses for money based on how this whole thing's set up. Maybe there's something I'm missing on that. There's been stuff I've been missing on other stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised. Another thing people pointed out is that apparently you can just skip all the levels of all these. You don't need to do them in order, which I was actually just sort of assuming that you had to. So that's good to know. That's good to know.
Huh? This is new.
Old Kana battlefield. Huh. Is that Piranha's scrap over there, maybe? Hmm. Wow, that's a lot of...
This is awful.
It doesn't look recent. Been here a while. And the battle, it must have been massive.
It's not just infantry. I see Varonis wreckage strewn all over.
We don't see bodies that often.
There could be stuff here we can reuse. We should look.
Like battle bodies.
Good idea.
In numbers.
Let's split up and have a look around.
It would be wasteful if we didn't at least do that due diligence. Just because we're a little squeamish.
My wings. All this junk is rusted through. Huh? Oh, no, love. The connector's the wrong size. This one's Kavesi. You've been here for quite a while.
Is she stone? Ooh.
What is this? Why is my name on here?
I want to get a look at the actual body. Wait, did she remember that?
Uni! Did you find anything worthwhile?
Huh?
Tell them.
I said, did you find anything we might be able to salvage?
No, nothing at all. Not here.
Seriously? You were here all frozen, so I figured you must have struck something gold. Come on, help me shift this thing here, would you?
Yeah, all right.
So it can't just be clones, right? They can't just be like making new clone bodies like a farm and just setting them out and then killing them off earlier in order to like extract the life out of them. Like in the same way, because you could say, oh, if ether's life energy, it could be anything. But you could argue in the same way, like if in the real world, like if we could just get energy from food, why not? Why do we have to grow cows and vegetables and all that sort of fun stuff? And then you could also argue at the same time, well, it's because it's in a form we could process and use, right? That's the whole point. Because they grow into something that we've developed over time in order to be able to, you know, process it when we eat it and whatnot. So you could argue that if you're able to extract life energy in some capacity, the reason you would like grow, say, like clones, it would be like literally growing a farm, right? Then you create a war scenario in order to make an excuse for them to kill each other before, you know, they actually grow old, leaving a lot of life on the table, probably, that sort of thing. The interesting part in why it can't just be clones is the fact that she's remembering stuff, right? Which is, it goes back to my reincarnation thought process. Maybe that's the key to being able to create life as they are, that they're basically recycling, say, the souls or the core of the life. And that's what, presumably, I'm going to say probably the Offseeing is. Basically returning it to that system so they can be, etc., etc., etc. I guess that's my guess at the moment. Not too different than what I've said before, but still.
No way that was me.
Oh, come on.
Just someone with the same name as me.
a coincidence.
I'm more interested in the fact that she was stoned, too.
Hey! Over here!
That seemed odd.
It's
Like, the actual implications of it, I mean.
golden flame clock. But wrecked. I've never seen one.
A real golden flame clock.
Ain't that strange? We're talking gold rank, the shiny pinnacle of every colony's ambition. And this is how we find it.
It's a Kavesi, isn't it?
Yeah, has to be.
For all that, I'm not seeing any Agnian corpses or weapons. What does it mean?
Sparks. How could they have ended up this way?
Based on the flashback, probably we've tried this in the past, and basically we've led the world to revolt before, and it failed. Basically. Which goes in line with some of the previous things, like how far will they get this time sort of concept.
Oh, come on. Not a spark again.
Ooh. Hello. Hi. Okay. Just get to it.
You gotta face me.
Good going, Uni.
Apparently, I am ahead of the curve level-wise, so I'm going to avoid doing leveling stuff, I suppose. I probably should. Or I should put it on hard. Maybe I should put it on hard. I'll think about it. I do want to give it to the end of the chapter just so I can get a feel for where I actually am with all this. Oh! Ah, we've had a few of these. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that completely knocked me. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Is that like some balancing mechanism? Like something you can't dodge, maybe? Something meant to, like, balance the game a little bit more? I am very much trying to get aggro back. Okay, maybe I don't put it on hard quite yet. Okay. I will say, I really wish that they, at least like in battles where they had significant, what do you want to call it? In battles where you have significant, like, music going on, like, this isn't too important that it's not here, but like when you have like epic boss music that they didn't change it to this, or they had different versions of it based on like what sort of enemy you were fighting. That, like, just sort of match the mood a little bit better. I do wish they did that. I know that's asking a lot, but, you know, same time. That's not horrible. Not good, though. Good would be like 150k or more at this point. I am describable as inconsistent in this, that method. Oh my. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I really like that AoE attack, though.
Barely worth the effort.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be what did this colony in.
I see. It was revenge. Commander, you did it.
So this works on its own?
Yes. That's a standard castle-issue autonomous Sentry Levnis. It doesn't need human operators.
Hey, this symbol. It's Lambda's, right?
Huh? Tyan, weren't you with...
We need to get away from here. Though it was unmanned, it's sure to have transmitted its combat data to the colony. They might even be able to work out we're the ones it was fighting.
Right. Well, don't reckon there's anything more of use here. Let's go. Noah.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Was it just... Why was it here, though?
Mia?
Just like a trap? They, like, found a battlefield and set this up in case any Kavesi came to look at their stuff? It is... Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a lot to process, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a ton to process. That's, I'm surprised they didn't clean this up, though. If this is happening regularly enough that they, like, expect it, you'd think you'd... Maybe they got used to it to the point where they just, like, stopped cleaning up. I could see something that they're not just clones, but they could be, maybe...
I'm with you. Shall we try climbing a bit higher up the mountain?
I could see something along the line since we saw Mr. Totally Not Noah in the mask. With his voice and face and hair. Well, maybe not his face. I might be making an assumption there.
Whoa, got a red
It could be something along the lines that they're clones, but they're like clones of an original that make up the council or something. Where the actual original is council members and stuff like that. Oh, everybody listen up. We've entered Colony Lambda's territory. That means the probability of our encountering Agnes forces is very high. Before we get any closer to the patrolled zone, we should prepare ourselves by resting. He noticed it too. Okay. No objections here. Oh yeah. Let's go with Tyne's plan. Makes sense enough.
Always good to rest when you can.
Nothing for me to object to at the very least. Right? Totally not part of Van Ham's group guy. Is that a different color? Don't. Okay, that's... talk yet? We've got 5 people and 2 lesser people. Do we even call Nopon's people? I don't know. That are perfectly willing to hear you out and help as needed.
Oh,
Not like they even got a choice, really. Even if they were selfish bastards, they'd still be inclined to do it because their lives would be on the line.
Smells good.
Obviously, it's a serious anemone. A rare flower from the Orion Mountains, crushed and extracted.
Wow, look at you. Sounds like a hobby.
Orion?
And a practical one at that.
Yeah.
Like I said, practical. Glad it worked.
Oh. You noticed.
I did. Mine do that too.
Huh?
I put down my weapon, look around at my companions, and feel relief. Thinking, finally, another day down. Then I think of tomorrow and the tremors are back. Will I see the same faces when I wake? Will I even be around to see them? Huh.
Easier with the mark, I suppose. You know when it's coming. But when you're in a scrap...
Can you really speak for them, though? For someone nearing the end?
Huh?
Because I couldn't tell you. All we can possibly do is wonder what it's like. What can one feel? Contentment, perhaps? Or sheer horror?
I'd really hope it's not fear.
Me too. That's just it.
Regret, probably. I'd be hard pressed to believe you were coming, like, knowing when the time was and not being a bit consumed by that.
Shouldn't we just hoof it and blitz through as quick as we can?
Nah. I reckon we ought to avoid spots where those Mobius sickos could get the jump on us.
Unless I'm mistaken, this region is under the control of Lambda. That is the colony I originally belonged to.
You don't say.
Then, the Levinus yesterday.
Yeah. It was Colony Lambda's, definitely.
Isn't that bad for us? All right, so you know this area.
I took part in seizing this area.
All right then, any suggestions?
Oh,
Come on.
Let's see. There should be some nearby tunnels we could use.
Sounds good to me. We might still get enemies. But underground, at least we won't have to worry about lunking for Oronuses and that.
We'll see.
Tunnels. Thrill of explore. Riku already on treasure scent.
Seems like that's the way to go then.
One moment. These tunnels have been disused for a long time. There's a very real risk of a cave-in. If it comes down to it, escape options may also be in short supply.
Nah. You're the one who came out with it. Unless you got any other plans? You better not want us to just camp out here forever.
No, obviously.
All right, let's back it up. Any route we can take will have some attendant risk or other. At this point, I'll settle for any choice that makes our lives easier. Enough with the doom-mongering. Just keep it positive. Things will work out somehow.
Mimi, what's up with you? Sounds like little Miss Senior's decided to pull rank, eh? Roger that, Mom.
Oh, shut up already.
Right, let's go. We'll check out those tunnels.
Hey, wait for me.
I'm taking charge. Everyone just be happy. You know, it's just like, okay, tunnel time. I'm in charge now. Okay, yeah, level 45. That's probably not an option for me at the moment. Did seem to be what they were suggesting, the other direction to take me.